Hello everyone. So we are here in France for the second Open Oxylane Ideas Contest in Decathlon Villeneuve-d'Ascq campus store. You know the rules, you know the project. For those who doesn't know the project, we will make a reminder. So what is Open Oxylane? Open Oxylane is a co-creation platform, a website to help you to transform your ideas for sport product into real product. With a global international community. The goal is to decide together which ideas are the good ones and which ideas have to be selected today to become real product. Tonight, we will have 6 contestants from many countries. We will have 1 people from India, 1 girl from Germany, 1 guy from England, people from Belgium and from France. And that's why we will talk only in English for everyone to understand the concept and the debate. These ideas we are going to show tonight have been 30 days in the platform. All the members of the community had voted for them, and that's why they have been selected for tonight's show. We have to remind you that the last Open Oxylane Ideas Contest have been done in Sao Paulo, Brazil last month, and 1 idea have come out from the selections. An idea from a French guy named Fabien. Fabien, if you saw us, if you are watching us, hello. So tonight we have to find which will become the next one, which idea will become the next passion brand product for our store and our company. I have to explain you the rules. I have the rules, there are many, but I'm gonna do it quick. We have tonight, we are in the store, so we have some public here, which is allowed to ask questions and debate and give his opinion about the ideas we are showing. We have the community, which is live on the platform, which is already having some chat with Severin on my right side, which is our community manager. On my left side, this is the famous Christophe we didn't have last time in Brazil because we have a internet problem connection. He will be the expert trying to help us to decide if we can do or not the project and if we can make it real, technically speaking. I will have, I'm here to manage the show, and we will present every ID, and after each ID presentation, we will give the votes to the public for 1 vote, to the community for another vote, to the expert on my left side, Christophe, and I will keep 1 vote to maintain the DNA of the Open Oxylane project. So, if I'm not forgetting anything, we can just start by presenting our project. Severin, are you ready? So, we are going to present the first ID for tonight, if technology works. Technology is quite working here. It's okay. So the first idea we are presenting tonight is from Villeneuve-d'Ascq. I believe I'm not breaking his name. Villeneuve-d'Ascq just proposed a nipple protector for running. Some kind of sticker you just stick on your nipple, and which avoids the friction of your t-shirt when you're running. Unfortunately, Villeneuve-d'Ascq is not with us tonight, so he will not be able to explain his concept, but I think you just got it. So maybe we will just give the speak to the public if you have question or advice to give about the nipple protector. Someone maybe? Okay. So maybe we have 1 question there.
Hello, is it just for men or for women too? Yeah, just for women or for men too?
So we are asking the question, maybe we will take it in note. We can believe that it could work for both of them. Unfortunately, men, we don't have bra to protect our nipples, so maybe it's not so useful for you girls. So basically, it could work for both, I think. Maybe another question? No other question? Maybe you have a question? Maybe Christophe, you have some question, advice, thing to say?
No, just one thing. We have one solution with a T-shirt in our stores, and also it exists already some sticker like that. But I think the problem is a real problem for the runner. So that's my point of view.
Maybe one. We have one question in the public. Yeah.
How does it stick to the skin?
Yeah, this is a good question. How we gonna stick it on the nipple? How we are going to remove it? Maybe if it is really useful, can we reuse one more time?
Also one, is it washable?
Yeah, this is a good question. Hi, we are a newcomer on the public. That's nice. Severin, maybe we have some question from the community. Not for the moment. So for the guys which are coming or joining us, we are presenting some ideas about innovative concepts. So here is a nipple protector for running. Maybe you have some remark about it.
Well, good evening, everyone. Nope, at the moment, nipple protector doesn't. No, do you have anything to say? No, not actually. Thank you.
So Severin, you just have a question too, no?
Actually, this one comes from Tomek. Tomek is online. As you know, you can also ask questions online because we are broadcasted right now. Tomek like to know how much will it cost? And of course, it will be reusable because being reusable is quite convenient. And moreover, he'd like to know if it could be sold in a pack or something like that, or if you just add one. I don't think it's pretty good. So
I was just talking with Christophe about the sticking system, if it could be reusable. So
It exists already. A brand called Compex. It's electricity sticker, and this works perfectly. And you can remove, wash them. It's very convenient and designed for the skin.
okay, so basically.
That's not it's not complicated.
Okay, so basically maybe the project can be worked. Do we know if there is some sticker like this which already exist, maybe?
Yes, I think it exists, yes, already. Yes.
Okay. So maybe we can just vote for the product, if we are ready on the community too. So we will start with the public. I have to show the public for people to see you. So do you think the project deserves to be developed by Brand for us? What do you think? If you like it, just push your hand up. If you're not sure, don't do it. Basically, we are maybe 2, 3, 4. Okay, so it's mixed, but basically we have maybe yes. It's a yes. So it's a yes. For the public, it will be a yes. Severin, do you have some advice about the community? What does the community say? The community is anonymous, and it's a yes too. So you have to ask Christophe.
I think the subject is interesting. Yes.
Okay, so we already have 3 votes for the project. I have to give my vote, but we already know that the project is selected because it has 3 votes over 4. So I will give also my vote. So we have a 4 on 4, and Villeneuve-d'Ascq is the first idea selected tonight. So congratulations, Villeneuve-d'Ascq. As usual, we're in the store, so we have some micro calls, and this is real life, so it's funny and we like it. So we are now going to see the second project we are selecting tonight. If we can just show it to everyone, yeah? So it's okay. So the second project, oh yeah, you're right. It's not the good one. Yeah, here is a good one. The second project we have tonight is proposed by Malik from France. Malik cannot be with us tonight in the chat or in the real life or in video conference. So I'm gonna explain the idea for Malik. Malik just write me a whole letter to explain this concept. So he makes the thing very good. So I'm gonna read it. Malik is a guy which is really involved in innovation and ideas. So he really likes the project. He proposed to us a comfortable baby seat in which you can just stick the head of your children to avoid him when he's gonna fall asleep, to have his head falling down and just moving with the road. So Malik explained me that he just put some Velcro sticker on the baby seat back, and he just stick it to the helmet of his child, so the head is just stick to the baby seat. So when he's falling asleep, the head just stay right. When the kid is awake again, the father or the mother can just unstick the Velcro to liberate his head, and just can put a thing over the Velcro to avoid the helmet to stick again when the kid is awake. So basically, this is globally the idea. Do you have some reaction or question about the idea? Maybe? Yeah, we have one.
It sounds a little bit complicated. I need to see the product or a prototype to really feel this system, because I don't know. Explain like that, it could be complicated.
Okay. What do you say? What is a complicated aspect?
The Velcro kind of thing. I don't really understand how it works. So that's it.
Okay. So you need more aspects. Maybe you want to.
Yes. So, from my point of view, it's a real problem because I have many kids and they sleep after a few kilometers. I try to do something like that. I fix the helmet on the seats, but the trouble is when the head go down, it's cutting by the strap. You see what I mean? Because you still have the strap there. So I think the problem is very important. The solution probably is not the best one, but we have to test many solutions because it's a very interesting subject.
Maybe you had one question too, no?
I don't have a question, but maybe just an advice. I think it's an interesting project, but the posture of the head of the baby, so the lie, the angle, would have to really be secured so that it's comfortable for the baby and not harming the health. And this is an issue which you would have to consider while producing the innovation of the product. And I think it's very interesting, yeah.
Okay, so basically we have a good aspect on the concept itself, but maybe the solution is not the good one right now. Do we have some advice from the community, Seven?
Remy is asking about the way to unscratch the head of the baby, because he don't think it's gonna be pretty convenient. He'd like to know how it's going to work if you have to pull on it. So I think the insight is good, but we have maybe to change the way to scratch or to fix the head and the helmet. Moreover, I think it could be quite dangerous that way, because the baby could strangle himself because of the chain strap. Maybe another way to fix it is to use an elastic material, maybe here in the head, in the front head. So why not? And moreover, Tomek is saying the Velcro have to be long enough to adapt to small children and to tall children, because we have different sizes of children, of course. That's all.
Can be to incline the seat. There is some seats that you can incline, so the baby will be little bit like in a bed, in fact.
Okay. Do we have some other question maybe on the public, or is it okay for you? So maybe we can go through the vote again for the second idea, so the comfortable baby seat. So we will ask the public first, as usual. So if you like the idea, maybe just pull your hand up. I have to show people. So globally, I think it's a yes. We have the first vote from the public. It's a yes for the public. Maybe this time I will ask the expert. Second?
I think it's difficult for me to say yes at the moment. We have to try. So for the moment, it's try, and then after, if it's possible, I can say yes, but I can't tell you yes now.
Okay, so we have to rework the project, and it will be a yes. Okay. Severin, what does think the community?
I'm afraid to say it's so-so. It's a part no, and the other part is yes. It's half-half. So.
Okay. So yeah. So while we were waiting for the community to decide, I'm gonna give my vote to the project because I think it's interesting. But we will have to rework the solution to secure the baby, I think. So you can just give my vote. So yes. And so we have already 3 votes.
We have a final decision from the community. It's a yes also.
So we have the second project selected tonight, Comfortable Babysit by Malik. Congratulations, Malik. Malik will be really happy. We can applaud him. Malik will be really happy because he really wanted to be with us tonight, but he couldn't. So we have a second project selected tonight. Now we are gonna present the third project. So the third project is from Alex from United Kingdom. We have the chance that Alex is with us tonight in video. I'm gonna just manage to present his ID and then to give the word to Alex. Alex, I think you will explain your ID better than me. So I will just explain that Alex is proposing an application for mountaineering that can explain your site to see, prevention, etc., etc. But Alex will manage better than me to present the project. Maybe we'll just have to give him some little sound. Seven.
Hello.
Hello, Alex.
You can
the
hear
word
me?
is for you now.
Everyone can hear me?
Right. So as we have a little décalage, I'm gonna put the sound on my computer and we will listen, and I will try this if you don't hear it. Alex, do you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Okay, I hear you too.
Okay. So my idea's aim is to increase the safety of hiking for both regular and beginner hikers. Okay?
Okay, so I will just try this to the public here. So the idea is to improve the safety of the regular hiker.
And beginner.
And the beginner.
As well, both together.
Do you have some kind of application to explain to us, maybe?
Yep. In its most basic form, I would like to create an app that would allow app users to geotag warnings about problems on particular walking routes.
Okay, so the application should help you to geolocalize problem, maybe when you're hiking, just to prevent you to go to problematic place.
Okay, when another app user walks near to the problem, say within 500 meters, they will receive a notification on their iPhone which warns them of a possible danger.
Okay, so when you will be hiking, you will receive a notification on your phone, on the application, telling you there is a problem where you're going. So I understand that maybe the hiker can also just post the problem on the notification to prevent the other one?
Exactly. The app will then explain what the problem is and will offer alternative routes to take in order to avoid the problem.
Yeah. So the aim of the project is to avoid people from getting the problem when they are hiking, because you're frequently alone in the mountain and it could be difficult while encountering the problem.
Okay.
Is that okay, Alex, for you, or you have something more, maybe?
Yep. In order to build on the community nature of the app, I think that users can also share new walking routes. They can geotag photographs of their experiences and offer advice on products and practices as well.
Okay, so as you're doing your hike, maybe you can just take some photographs to show people that on this site there is something to look, or something interesting to see, and just to make your hiking more interactive.
Yep.
Yeah, it's good choice. It's okay for you? So
That's
maybe we
okay,
can
that's
just
good.
let the public ask you or
Yeah.
tell us what they think about the project.
Okay.
Thanks, Alex. So maybe we have some question, but on the public, do you think the project is interesting, maybe?
I have one question. It's is this application is working offline? Because when you are on a hike, you do not have always a network, so it could be a real problem.
Okay. So Alex, do you hear the question from the public?
Yeah, I heard the question. There's something definitely that we need to think about. The main system that would need to be important is the GPS, because that will really need to know where the person is related to the problem.
Oh yeah, sure. Yeah, Alex is saying that for the GPS, maybe you have to get some network to the channel or to channel things. But maybe we can also think that for some picture, you can just talk the picture, and then when you get the network back, you can just send the information. Yeah. Okay.
Exactly.
Does the public have some other question or advice? No? Okay, so the community on my right is just making some huge sign to tell me there is something. So.
Hello, Alex. Do you
Hello.
think it should be a free application or something maybe you can buy and after use some updates, or should it be free in your mind?
I definitely think it should be free. Definitely.
Okay, so we are on the free.
In order to make it accessible to all, it needs to be free.
Yeah, we like to make product accessible to all.
And what kind of features do you imagine for your application? More of everything you explained to us. You talked about something like Instagram because you talked about pictures, about trail, maybe something about the weather as well.
Yeah, I agree with all those points, but I think the most important part is that app users can warn other app users of problems in advance. The main point of the app is to prevent injuries.
Yeah. Yeah. So the main point of the app is to prevent from injuries and etc. So we have another question for you, Alex, in the public.
I didn't hear the last question, but maybe it will be the same. Do you know if this kind of application does already exist?
Did you get the
I did a lot
question,
of
Alex?
research, and there are no apps where there's a community that shares problems before other users can see the problems. There's lots of apps that show trails that you can go on and where you can share pictures, but the main point is to prevent injury, and there's no apps like that at the moment.
Okay, I get it. Yeah, so Alex just told us that there is some apps to show you the way to go on the mountain, but there is no apps that prevent from an injury already on the market. So this could be brand new.
Especially generated by community.
Especially generated by a whole community, like in a collaborative way. Yeah. So we have another question on the public.
Yeah. Will it be for just high mountains or for every mountains all over the world?
It will be for wherever people can geotag problems. So wherever anyone can walk, they can post problems or walking routes. So it can be covered throughout the world.
Yeah, so Alex is just telling us that as you are geolocalized, you can just use the application everywhere. You don't have to be specifically in the Mont Blanc or in France or something. So thank you, Alex. Maybe I think we have enough information right now. So maybe we'll ask the public if he likes the idea. So you're watching the public right now, I think, yeah. So what does think the public? Yes, maybe 4 votes, 5. Okay, so Alex, you get the vote from the public. That's the first vote. That's a good thing, I think. Severine, are we ready to get the information from the community now?
it's pretty curious, but I'm so sorry. It's a no. People don't think it's the perfect idea. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry, Alex.
That's okay.
Okay, so Alex, I'm sorry you don't have the community vote for the moment. You have been pre-selected, but they finally don't get the vote right now. What does think our expert?
I don't want to give my vote because I'm not expert for application. I'm more expert for products, so it's difficult. I have no knowledge about the application.
Okay, so we miss the technical knowledge to make this, but do you think the project or the insight is interesting?
I think the insight is very important, and what I like is the name is the prevent. I don't know if you know the Coyote application for cars. People, when they see something risky, they just have to push one button and give the information to the rest of the community. So that can be very interesting to be involved in. The community have to be involved. It's what I like. But I don't know if it's possible or not.
Okay, so you like the idea.
I like the idea,
So you have to give your vote.
But I'm not the expert of applications.
So we can challenge
I don't know if
it.
it's possible or not.
Do you think he likes the idea, so he gives his vote? No, maybe.
For me, I don't know if it's possible or not.
I'm trying to push him, you know.
I can tell you it's possible.
It
Okay.
works well with the Quechua phone, no?
Yeah. Okay. So. Okay, tell it. Okay, so you have the export vote. Even if he doesn't know if he can do it, we will push him to make it real. And I really like the idea to be prevented before injury in mountain, so I will give you my vote too. So we already have 3 ideas selected tonight, and you're all the new winner of the selection. So congratulations, Alex. I think we can applaud. It takes to have been with us tonight to explain us the idea.
Okay.
So now we're going to go to the 4th ID. And we have the chance to get the author in the public. So Amy is just with us. She has the microphone right now. So maybe I will just let you present your idea as you are here. No?
As you wish.
Yeah, I think you can do
Okay.
it. It will be better.
So the idea is to develop a tent which turns the visuals around. So when you're inside the tent, you have a total panorama view. And when you're outside of the tent, you can't see into the tent. Is this clear, or shall I can make it maybe a bit more clear with an example? Maybe you guys know what a morph suit is. It's at the bottom of the picture, at the bottom of the right. So you basically wear this morph suit, and you can't see if the guy is wearing clothes or maybe wearing no clothes, or maybe, I don't know, has his face colored or something. You can't see the person, but the person can clearly see his environment. So maybe you have some questions, or I could explain a few more points.
Hey, is it like you know Harry Potter? It's like an invisible cloak or something like that you imagine?
Yeah, but not exactly, because when Harry Potter puts on his coat, the people from the outside can't see him anymore. Mm-hmm. But you can see the tent from the outside. Okay. So you basically have to think that you're when you're in this tent, you're laying in the open air, and you can see everything. You can see the universe, the stars, the mountains, the forest, and at the same time you're protected by a certain layer of material. But from the outside, nobody can see you.
Why not just close just a textile? If you don't want to be seen by the external people, you just have to close the window, and then if you want to see the sky, open it.
I get your point, but it's not a window. The whole material is out of this. So, like the morph suit, the whole material will cover the whole tent. And the question why I was thinking of this is because always when you're like camping and you're finished with the day, you've ate something, you had a few drinks, and you go into the tent, the day basically ends. But I'm not trying to like satisfy a basic need of a customer, but satisfying a basic need with a tent, but providing them an extra experience.
Yeah, so you're giving a little bit of magic maybe to
Yeah, exactly.
the camping.
Enjoying the nature, yeah.
I have a question for the project. I'm wondering, maybe when you go to sleep on the morning, if it's just transparent, maybe you will be wake up really early by the sun if you cannot close, or if it's totally free.
Yeah, it's an issue. It's right. You could maybe also invent a cover that you can put on the top, or a different system. Maybe the material doesn't have to be completely transparent. It could maybe be like a plastic sheet where you can inject a liquid into, and it gets intransparent and transparent, so you can switch. Or you could develop a layer to make the tent dark again in the morning. Yeah.
Okay.
So you would have to think of additional solutions, and I think to develop the material or to find this material will be quite a challenge.
Yeah, I'm sure of it. Yeah. And I think my expert right here is sure of it too. I think he's a little bit scared right now.
Okay.
Does the public have some question maybe or remark?
Yes, I. Have you considered any other technological solution if we don't find this virtual imagine material? Have you imagined, I don't know, something, a tent that we could open during the night, or that could automatically work like oyster, maybe, I don't know, something, another way to think, to make that idea happen?
So for the moment, I'm only thinking of two technologies, but also because I'm not an expert in this, I just have this idea and this vision, more or less, that this is possible. The first idea was the morph suit I spoke about, and the other idea is maybe a plastic sheet where you can inject a liquid. Like nowadays, you can make windows transparent and intransparent. They become like darkly, like gray, like milky, you know? Yeah.
Okay. Is there any other question, maybe? No? Does the community maybe have some question? Not too. The experts? Some advice, remark?
One thing, we already have something like that, a tent. With this tent, we can see the sky very easily. It's already in stores, so and it's a big success also. That's all.
Okay, thank you. So maybe we can just ask the public if you want to give you the vote. So be careful, she's here. So. So what do you think, the public? If you like the idea, just push your hand up. Is that right? Yeah. Amy, you can vote for your solution too. Yeah. Okay. So I think it's a yes from the public. So we can. You already have one vote. Do we have some news from the community? Seven.
It's yes.
So you have the vote from the community too. So it's a second yes. Christophe.
No, it will be a no. It's too complicated.
Okay. So Christophe is a really scared for the technology. We have to use it. And so I'm gonna make the decision. In fact, so as I am a player and I like the challenge, I'm gonna say yes because of the magic. But we will have to find a really good solution. So maybe I don't give the promise we will do it tomorrow, but maybe in 1 year or few months. But we will work on it together, I think. So congratulations, Amy. You have been selected too. Okay, so I'm just looking at change all the planning of the show tonight because I just I missed one idea. Can we go back to the idea or not? Okay, so we are gonna try. We're gonna make something maybe not so good for the platform. Yeah, it works, so it's perfect. So the next idea came from Manu, which is from Belgium. Manu is a runner. It is not here with us tonight. Manu is just proposing a way to stick your number when you're doing a race, a running race, like a marathon, and to stick it maybe with some magnets instead of clipping with some, I don't know how to say it in English. to fix it, yeah, with some magnets. So basically, I think the concept maybe is quite understand or not. Not really. Okay, so when you are doing a race, a running race, you have to stick on your body a number to be recognized, and every time it's complicated because you have to stick it or to put it with some clips or to invert a new solution. And so Manu just proposed to add some magnets maybe on your T-shirt, just to plug the number and just to put the magnet and to keep your number safely. So I think it's quite simple. So maybe the public have an opinion about it.
Yes, I have questions. Won't it be too heavy? Well, maybe it will deform the shirt, the textile. And
welcome to the shop.
And also there is maybe another problem is when you run in kind of a forest or something like this, and if there is a branch which hook your shirt, you know, it will pull on it, and maybe you will lose your number. So how deal with this issue?
Okay, so you're scared about losing the magnet while
Yes.
you're racing, and so lose your number and be disqualified, maybe.
Obviously.
Okay,
And
because and also the weight of the magnet.
There is a compromise to
Yeah,
find
between weight
the
and
strength
fixing.
of the magnet and the weight.
Okay, okay, understood. Do we have another question, maybe? Oh, maybe an opinion, yeah? From Amy?
I think this is a really good idea because it's like one of the major issues when you run, and I think you should also go for it, no matter what solution it will be at the end. If it's going to be a magnet or maybe a plastic bag or anything, I think it's a major issue, and one of the goals from Decathlon is to make an athlete's life more simple, and this is one of the issues I think we should definitely work on.
Okay. One more question in the public, perfect.
Is it working? Yes. How many magnet will we need? Because the size of the number paper are very different. Sometimes we will need maybe 2, sometimes 4. I don't know. Maybe you know how much, how many magnet we
Also,
need.
maybe you're a runner, no? You're kind of no, you know well the problem, I think. Yeah, so we have maybe a problem of size. So we have to get an adjustable thing, or maybe to have more or less magnets, and to get them when you need them. So yeah, this could be a.
When we have a big number paper, maybe we will need 6 or 7 magnets, and it will be very heavy, I think.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
we have to try.
Maybe we have to try, yeah. Does the community have some advice or remark or question about the project?
I think they are looking forward to do a shaker test to be sure it's gonna be it will fix well. So that's the only thing I have. Sorry.
It's clear that we will have to test the solution, not to lose the number. Maybe I'll expect Christophe have a question or remark.
Just remark, it's just to develop a T-shirt only for competition. It's quite complicated. I think it have to be an accessories or something like that. But just a special T-shirt. So the T-shirt you will use for the training also. So you will have to wear the magnet always, and it will be usable only for the competition. So.
So yeah, you have to carry the concept every time, even if you're not running in the race. So it's sure it will be a running race T-shirt or not so useful for training. Yeah, sure. Other remark? Question? No? Okay, so maybe we can just ask the voting. So what does think the public? Do you like the idea maybe? So we have 2 votes, 3. Unfortunately, I think it's a no right now. You're not enough to give the vote. So I'm sorry, Manu. Does the community has already voted for the project?
A no.
Okay, it's a no from the community too. So we already know the answer because we need 3 votes to be selected. Will you give your vote?
No, no, also.
They're not.
Sorry.
He's sorry. They're not really funny people. I will give you the vote. Okay, it's not engaging, but I will give you the vote. I'm always giving the vote.
But maybe it means that it's not the proper solution. But maybe we have to think if you have some ideas to fix the runner number, just submit your ideas because I think it could be pretty useful for people running.
Yeah, sure. As we have seen, the guy which is running the public really likes the idea, so maybe it's his concern. So maybe we have to find another solution. So if you have some ideas, just put it on the platform, and maybe we will select your idea. So it will be, it's a not. So it's a no, we will not select in this project. I'm sorry, Manu. So we have maybe a last idea to show, to present tonight. And it works, so I'm happy. Do we have the author with us? No, so the author doesn't come on the chat. So I'm gonna explain his idea. So the idea is quite clever. In fact, it's you have a sole for a shoe, like for a shoe sole, like for a flip-flop, you know, a plastic sole, in which you just stick some layer, maybe I don't know what kind of layer, the layer we want, and you're wrapping your foot with the layer, so it will become a shoe. So it's a really simple shoe, and when you don't use it, you can just fold everything, and it's a really flat shoe. So maybe for travel, it's interesting. Do you get it? Yeah, you get it? Yeah? I'm happy. So maybe you have some question, remark, advice? And so?
It exists already. Yes, yes.
Yeah. We already have some solution?
Yeah, it already exists in the market. There is a simple one with a, yes, not something very flat, but just no string, something flat with just a push pin in the middle, yes. Yeah, I can.
And do we have some, maybe?
Do we have somewhere
in our store?
No, we don't. No, we don't. No.
So we still have some place left to make some kind of product like this. The public? Yeah, I think you have a question, no? The bigger on the back question.
How do you fix the layer? How do you fix the layer for the shoes, and where do you put your feet on? In fact, there is no hole in it, so where can I infill it?
How can you fix it?
Yeah.
Yeah, basically with the idea and the conception like this, we don't know how you're fixing the shoe. In fact, we just know that you have just a layer on the sole, and after we will have to invent, I think, with the community, a fixing system. So maybe it's open, maybe it's a Velcro, maybe it's some laces, or I don't know, a clip or something.
It was the idea. You know, the sticker we speak about.
Maybe the nipple sticker is a solution to fix the shoe on your ankle. Maybe you can share 2 ideas. Maybe there are other questions? Not public, don't have question. Maybe the community seems to have one question.
The community don't have any question, but I have one. But it's more a thought than a question. I think it could be a great idea because you can fold the shoe. Means when you go traveling or something like that, it's pretty convenient to put in a luggage, or to when you are going hiking, for example, you wear those very heavy shoe, and when night comes, for example, you just want to wear flip-flops or a very light shoe. It could be great to carry.
Something we have in stores, one model. It's a flat one, but it's there is different cutting on the surface. Then after, when you transform it, it become a Naya. Comment ça s'appelle une claquette, quoi. Tu vois? A flip-flop. It become a flip-flop. Yes. But when you buy it and when you transport it, it's very flat. It's just a question of cutting. It's just a cutting. It's just a cutting. It's sold by Tribor.
A little bit of advertising. We have a question.
Yes, another more. if I well understand, it will have exactly the same shape as your foot. So you won't have any space between your foot and your shoe. But when we walk or run or something like this, your foot's shape change. It becomes a little bigger, and you know, it retracts and so on. So won't it be uncomfortable? That's my question.
Right. Does a comfortable shoe will be really comfortable? So this is the question. Okay, we get it. So maybe we can just vote, or even if someone has a last question. No. Okay. So the voice of the public first, as usual. Do you want this kind of products? 3 votes. That's all. 4 votes. There is half and half. Is there someone who will change? 5. Okay, you get the vote from the public. It has been hard, but you have the vote from the public. Yes, Erin.
Another question, but the community is asking for to know for what kind of sport is it designed for. And if we can make something really elegant out of it.
Yeah, in fact, I don't know for which sport we will make this product because it's quite simple. So maybe for walking it will be good, but you will maybe not have any protection of your foot, so it will be maybe complicated for soccer or basketball or something like this. We don't have any more questions. So maybe we can ask the vote for the community, Seven. Okay, so the community give a no for the ID. So the expert?
No, also.
The expert give a no because it does already exist here on the shop. And so we have 1 yes, 1 no, and 2 no. Yeah, so I give my vote for a yes, as usual, because I like my co-inventor. But I'm sorry, Arnaud. You are not selected again. I'm so sorry, Arnaud, because Arnaud was already selected for the first Open Oxylane Ideas Contest, and it didn't succeed. So it's a second no, but keep pushing, Arnaud. Next time it will be okay, I'm sure. Maybe Serena, a word for Arnaud?
Again, Arnaud, we are so sorry, but maybe try to design something more desirable, something more elegant, something we can see what we can do as a product in a glimpse. So you know what it's going to look like. So keep pushing, going on.
Okay, so we just finished with the selection. So we had 4 winners tonight. We have Yuv Gokul with a nipple sticker, Malik with a baby seat Velcro sticker, maybe we can call it too, Alex with his application for mountaineering, and Amy with his tent, the futuristic amazing magic tent. So each of you just win 30,000 points tonight. So congratulations to you, and we are really sorry for the other one which doesn't succeed tonight. So I'm sure all of you have plenty of ideas now because you'll just see a lot of ideas presented tonight, and you just have a lot of questions, so you have a lot of solutions to share with us on Open Oxylane. I invite you also to participate to other people projects. We already have some new projects on the platform right now, and we will have more on the end of the week. So just came back to the platform and just participate and share your ideas. And we're just saying you goodbye, and we are seeing you next month on the 9th of July for more brilliant ideas. And maybe, Christophe, you have the last word for people?
Yes, say bye-bye to everybody.
That's a really good last word. And maybe, Sarah, you have something to say too?
Enjoy the World Cup. It's coming. It's tomorrow. It's going to be great.
And I have a last personal message from our friend from Brazil, because last time they said they are going to win. We are sure we're going to win France. We're going to win the World Cup in front of Brazil in final. As usual, it's just my personal point of view, but we will see. So goodbye to all of you, and see you next month. Bye-bye, and thanks.